AMC, America's Black News Channel. Watch 15 minutes. Share with everyone. Finally, news that speaks to us.
Derek Mergele-Rust is an attorney representing some of the families, and he's also an adjunct law professor at Texas Tech University School of Law. Derek joins me now with more insight on what's happening in Texas. Welcome to Amplified. I just want to start off by asking you, is this law, policy, or what exactly is this whole measure in the first place? Because whatever it is, it really seems to be going with this Texas trend of creating like vigilante government. It seems to be pitting citizens against citizens yet again. So what is this thing that was enacted?
Aisha, thank you so much for having me this evening. You're absolutely right. The opinion from the Attorney General is nothing more than an opinion. It is not legally binding upon anybody. However, the governor has instructed the commissioner, which is the head of CPS, to start investigating parents, almost treating parents who are seeking gender-affirming care as de facto child abuse.
So I'm glad that you clarified that, because it doesn't quite sound like it's legal. It doesn't sound like it's legally binding, but it does seem like government overreach. So what does that actually mean then?
So I think some of the implications really revolve around what are mandatory reporters required to do. And the governor has instilled a bunch of fear in people who are mandatory reporters, people like teachers, people like doctors, people who have licenses to do things, including attorneys. And if we do not report things as child abuse, we could be criminally prosecuted by the government for failing to report child abuse. And so the ACLU and Lambda Legal are actively litigating that very question right now in Austin about whether or not seeking gender-affirming care is child abuse. And I think it's important to point out that gender-affirming care is nothing more than meeting a child where they're at. It doesn't mean making up their mind for them or telling them what they are. It is simply techniques that are approved by the American Medical Association, the American Pediatrics Association, the Endocrine Society, all medical organizations to properly care for either adults or children that have been diagnosed with a medical condition called gender dysphoria.
You know, Derek, I am so appreciate you spelling all that out and explaining it, but I feel like we're constantly over-explaining, right? We don't need to over-explain this in the sense that every single medical professional at this point says that this is the kind of care that is helpful from a mental health and a physiological health perspective for young kids. We don't need to keep debating that with crazy people, because the thing that I feel and see when these measures come up is how dare they? How hypocritical is all of this? Because you've got parents who are fighting at school board meetings, wanting to take control over what their kids learn and read. They want to burn books. They want to ban certain kind of education. They literally want to determine what the curriculum is, because parents' rights, and parents should be able to dictate and determine what happens with their children. These are the same parents, though, who support these Republicans, and I'm going to call them who they are, that are moving this kind of crazy, quote, air quotes, guidance, whatever you want to call it, because they really want this to be an actual law, policy, whatever it is. The hypocrisy here, because these are literally the parents who are saying, I get to decide what my kid learns in school, and you can't tell me how to raise my kid, who are now trying to create a system where parents would be, you know, if it was up to them, convicted of child abuse for doing what's best for their own kid. Please explain that to me.
I don't think there is a good explanation. I think you hit it exactly on the head. And I think that the Republican governor is working really hard to legislate from the governor's mansion. And in fact, the Texas legislature in its most recent session went out of its way to expand parental rights. And so it, in fact, even considered a bill that looked at whether or not gender-affirming care for transgender youth was child abuse, and they did not pass that bill. And so the governor is actively working around the legislature in order to infringe on the relationship between parents and their children and their doctors.
So walk us through what your clients are primarily concerned about, given we don't exactly know what's going to happen to them, right? So what are the things that they're concerned about that you're trying to negate right now?
I think the most difficult thing for any parent is this fear or this cloud hanging over your head that CPS is going to show up at your doorstep and remove your child from your care. There's nothing more traumatic for children who are already suffering from a variety of mental health concerns, and then you throw the being removed from your family on top of it, and then you have the trauma for the adults. If CPS goes through their investigative process and they determine that there's a reason to believe that child abuse has occurred, then they are put on a child abuse registry that is accessible not only in Texas, but outside of Texas by other states and organizations such as schools. And so you have this palpable fear that parents are afraid their whole life is going to collapse around them before any judge ever gets involved.
I wonder, as you all are figuring out what to do and trying to come up with a plan, what is the prudent plan at this point? Because this reminds me so much of the measure that was passed to essentially deputize an average citizen as a vigilante down there in Texas to go after a woman who may get an abortion. And this is the same thing to me, where they're now creating a situation where they're going after parents who might just be trying to take care of children. So talk to me about, just thinking of the legalities here, what's the prudent plan of action against this?
When we're talking to potential clients, we are encouraging potential clients to build a relationship with an attorney now. Don't wait for CPS to show up on your door, because you are entitled to have an attorney present when you speak to CPS. And talking to CPS sometimes is like talking to the police. And so it's important that you understand what your rights are, and anything you say to CPS can and will be used against you potentially in any civil lawsuit that is filed by the department. And so it's really important that you have an attorney from the very beginning. We also recommend that you seek out an attorney for the child as well, at least so that the attorney can be present with the child during any interview that CPS might want to do with the child. We also encourage parents to put together some documents. Do not sign any medical releases giving CPS access to the medical records of the child. And most importantly, cooperate with CPS. Present the child to CPS so that CPS can make sure the child is healthy and is safe, but do not let them in your home.
That is excellent advice. You know, I want to come back to kind of where you were going with just dispelling the myths here. In that tweet, the Texas AG seems to go straight for the term sex change, calling that child abuse and saying that it's going to harm young Texans. But this is not even what we're talking about. We're actually just talking about gender affirming care. So if you could, again, make it plain and explain the difference for everybody, because these crazy, this disinformation, propaganda, foolishness that they spread, like, we've got to continue to beat that back. So please explain the difference here of what's being discussed.
So the standards of care for treating gender dysphoria is set by a World Health Organization called the World Profession for Transgender Health. And those standards of care are adopted, like I said, by the American Medical Association and the American Pediatrics Association and other major American medical associations. Specifically, we look at social transition, which merely means maybe presenting as the gender that the child identifies with. That is completely reversible, so there's no issue with reverting back if the child's dysphoria fixes itself. Then you have puberty blockers. Puberty blockers have been prescribed in the past to stop puberty, especially for children who might be developing a little bit earlier than they should. And so in this case, it again provides more time for the child to work with psychologists and endocrinologists to address the dysphoria and see if it resolves itself. If the dysphoria resolves itself, the child simply stops taking the puberty blockers and puberty continues as normal. Hormone therapy is the next possible treatment prescribed by a doctor. Puberty blockers are also prescribed by a doctor. But hormone therapy is where a person will take either testosterone or estrogen to address their bodily changes and to assist them with their physical transition. It is partially reversible, but those hormones can be stopped.
Okay. So the moral of this story, though, is that at the end of the day, nobody should get between parents' ability to help their children go through whatever kind of therapies they might need as they're managing their own development, especially politicians. And that's what's happening right now. In Texas, yet again, attorney Derek Mergele-Rust, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your insights.